So in the back, we got Roppongi Vice. And they're talking about their upcoming match this week on Rampage with the Young Bucks, which actually got pushed back. Rocky says, I'm clear. I'm good. I'm 100%. Now we can have this match. But the Young Bucks then come up and go, hey, we saw on the run sheet there was a Roppongi Vice segment in the back, so we thought we'd crash it. And then Matt then says something about his tan. And then they attack. They attack Roppongi Vice. Adam Cole's there. They give Rocky the BTE trigger before they can go after Trent, though. Cole stops him and goes, hey, look who it is. Man walks up wearing a jacket. Back of the jacket's got the logo, and it says Switchblade. Turns around. Poof, Switchblade, Jay White. He would then take Trent, throw him into the production truck. That was it. So there's the things to look at here. They said that is New Japan Pro Wrestling's Jay White. Not just that's Jay White. So he is not signing with AEW. Calling him New Japan Pro Wrestling's Jay White means he is not actually signing right now with All Elite Wrestling. I don't know his contract status, but last I heard, last February, he signed a 1-year deal. So maybe his deal's up soon. This is him testing the waters. I don't know all that. But I do know that Tony Khan sent out a Keith Lee's All Elite graphic, but not a Jay White All Elite graphic. So that right there, you don't got to look at any of the how did they announce him, what did commentary say. That right there proves that he didn't sign. That he's not signing right now. Well, then everyone's like, is Jay White about to take on Isaiah Cassidy? Is Jay White about to? No. Less than 5 minutes later, we get the debut of the limitless Keith Lee. Isaiah Cassidy's in the ring with Mark Quinn and Matt Hardy, and they're waiting. Keith Lee comes out. Isaiah Cassidy, scared shitless. You got the look on his face like, oh, what just happened? Well, why do I have to face this guy? And I think Isaiah Cassidy, perfect opponent for Keith Lee. Somebody who can flip-flop and fly around that ring and sell for the big man. And one of the first spots they do after Keith Lee gets in the ring and just waits for the crowd as they're bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory. So that he soaks it in for a second. He then grabs Isaiah Cassidy and just throws him across the ring. He goes probably up about 8-10 feet in the air. Maybe not that high, but it looked it. They start going at it. Lee follows this up with an athletic leapfrog drop down combo into a crossbody, slingshot crossbody, and Cassidy hit a drop kick, but was pounced out of the ring in response. Then, I can't believe what they said here. Matt Hardy was over this because Matt Hardy was like, if you can't get this job done, I'm going to leave. And you guys are done. Like, he's over Isaiah Cassidy losing. And Matt Hardy literally jumps the barricade, walks through the crowd, and leaves. And the commentary says, well, that's some pretty erotic behavior. What? Are you kidding me? If you don't know the context to this, which I'm pretty sure most people do, you don't know the context to this. Right before Jeff Hardy got released from WWE, he had that match in Texas, 6-man tag. When he tagged himself out of the match, he rolled off the apron, jumped to the barricade, left, walked out of the ringside area to the back or whatever. And people online were saying that Jeff, during the match, had some erratic behavior. So for them to basically do a play on that, what? Literally, Matt jumps the barricade, doesn't even walk the ramp to the back or anything, jumps the barricade through the crowd, walks off, and they say, well, that's some pretty erratic behavior. Huh? Erratic, not erotic, K. Ballard. Grow up. No one said erotic. but that was a little much. So the match keeps going on. Quinn grabbed Lee's boot at one point, allowing Cassidy to hit a cutter off the top rope, followed by a tornado jive. Then there's a spot where Cassidy's down. No, Cassidy's standing. Keith Lee then slingshots himself from the apron on the outside over the top rope and crossbodies Isaiah Cassidy. Literally, whoom, like he's Sammy Guevara or Johnny Gargano. Eventually, swats Lee out of the air after Lee goes for a striking combination. It hits the ground zero, his version of a jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee is the first man to actually qualify for the Face of the Revolution ladder match at Revolution on March 6th. So out of the 6 names that will be in this match, Keith Lee is the first to be announced, will be qualified. After the match, Private Party took Lee out with some tandem offense, but then Lee caught both of them individually on the dives, powerbombed Quinn onto Cassidy on the apron. So literally, in a 8-minute span, 5-minute span, we get Jay White, commercial, Keith Lee.